everyone. Welcome to my presentation on cholesterol, the good and the bad. My name is Chase Raymond. Cholesterol is a compound that's a lot like fat, and a lot of people fear it because they think it's bad, but actually there's a lot of good properties of cholesterol, and it's very important to your health and your body. And without it, you would pretty much die. So a few things I'm going to go over are what cholesterol is and what cholesterol does. Risks involved with elevated levels of cholesterol, healthy levels of cholesterol, and measurements that you would get. Different habits linked to lowering cholesterol, and then to end my presentation, I'm going to do a demonstration on 2 snacks that would probably help lower your cholesterol levels. So what is cholesterol? Cholesterol is a waxy fat that is produced in the liver. It's also an important component for bile acids, steroid hormones, and vitamin D, and is found mostly in animal products. It's found in small traces of plant products, but it's mostly in animal products, and even in the plant products, it's almost a different compound, and it's treated differently once you eat it. There's many components or structures of cholesterol, but the basic structures I'm going to talk about are lipoproteins that are cholesterol carriers. LDL is considered the bad cholesterol because it's the main cholesterol carrier throughout the bloodstream. And HDLs are considered your good cholesterol because they're the ones that are responsible for transporting the cholesterol to be excreted and out of your body. And HDL and LDL stand for low density lipoproteins and high density. Pretty much the more protein, the higher the density. Major function of cholesterol is cell membranes. As you can see in the picture, cholesterol is a basic part of the phospholipid bilayer, their cell membrane, and its basic function is to regulate the permeability of the membrane. It keeps ions such as like H+ and Na, and sodium and hydrogen from going in and out, and it kind of controls. And it's also really strong for temperature. It barely fluctuates through temperature. Its boiling point is almost 350 degrees Celsius. So it is also a major part of bile salts and the absorption of lipids. When you eat fats and it goes into your intestines, cholesterol is part of the bile salts and it helps emulsify the fat, and basically it's what helps your body absorb it. And it's also involved in the synthesis of vitamin D. So pretty much whenever you go outside and sun hits your skin, cholesterol is a precursor, and when the sun hits your skin, it creates vitamin D, which is also a fat-soluble vitamin. Risks involved with elevated levels of cholesterol include atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of plaque in your arteries. And this usually happens when there's like a lesion in your arteries that could happen, and then platelets and things build up, and then cholesterol is just moving through your bloodstream will catch onto this and start to build up, and as you can see in the picture, it starts to build up in the arteries. It's almost like a hose. If you think of a hose and you bend it, you get a kink, pressure builds up, and pretty much you get high blood pressure, and this leads to heart disease and could lead to heart attack or stroke, which is when there's a complete blockage and the blood can't reach a part of your heart, or the blood can't reach a part of your brain, which is heart attack or stroke. Measuring levels of cholesterol. When you get your triglycerides measured, they take, they used to take a total cholesterol, which is 200, which is like 200 milligrams. You want to be below that, which is good. But now they're starting to measure them separately because they figured out that LDL and HDL are the more important ones. So with LDL, you want to be less than 100, and with HDL greater than 40 at least, but 60 is better. Different habits linked to lowering cholesterol include exercise, consuming soluble fiber. Soluble fiber works in that it helps bind to the fat and also the cholesterol, and helps it get excreted easier. Lowering overall cholesterol intake, which would probably best be done by lowering your intake of animal fats. And phytosterols, which are found in oils and plant, like nuts, mostly nuts and oils. And it's a compound very similar to cholesterol, and it's treated like cholesterol in your body. So when it's in your intestines, usually cholesterol is reabsorbed, like 50% of it, and the rest is excreted. But this will be absorbed instead, and more cholesterol ends up being excreted. Okay, two soluble fiber snacks I'm going to make for you are a banana Nutella sandwich and an apple cream cheese sandwich. There's no real recipe for this because I kind of made it up myself. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this. No, I'm not going to wash my hands. I'm going to put on some gloves. Cut down some. First, I'm going to make the Nutella and banana sandwich. Start by taking 2 slices of wheat bread. I chose wheat because obviously the soluble fiber content is a lot higher in this. And you want to start by spreading the Nutella on. If you've never had Nutella, it's pretty much like brown gold. I love this stuff. It's so good. And you can spread it on in different levels. I tend to spread on a lot. Cover the 1 slice completely, or you could do 2 slices really lightly. It's up to you. It helps the sandwich stick better if you do 2 slices, but I'm just going to do 1. I'm going to use the same knife to cut my banana. Then you take your banana, peel it, and the top part I don't really put on because it's hard. I usually just eat it. So I just take that part off. And then you're going to start slicing thin pieces of banana. Just placing it on the Nutella. Yeah, I'm pretty good at this. Sometimes it takes a little longer. And banana's really good. It's healthy. It's got potassium, but the major part is pretty much soluble fiber. When a banana goes in, it builds up bulk in your intestines and combines to the fat and helps drag, like I said, drag out the cholesterol in the fat. So then, you just stick the other slice on, and there's your sandwich. Now, for the apple and cream cheese, I do it a little differently. This is supposed to be a wheat mini bagel, but they were out, so it's kind of like a plain bagel with whole wheat mixed in, so it still has some fiber in it. Fat-free cream cheese, I usually use normal, but for cholesterol purposes, you should use fat-free. Alright. And you want to spread this on to each slice. And then your apple. Now I have a kind of nifty thing. It's like a decore, and this works by pretty much pulling out the core of the apple. It's just a long tube that's pretty sharp, and just go on top. Make sure you go straight. Sometimes I don't go so straight. Take out some good apple. Just push down, and it pours out. And then you take the apple. This can make multiple sandwiches. Usually I make a bunch. So you're going to slice this apple this way. You get 2 halves, and then you can just slice it in whatever thickness you like. It's pretty thick. And then you just stick it on one side of the bagel. Sandwich it in. And it's I know it's kind of weird, but honestly, once you try it, it's really good. I know, it is. And that's pretty much how you would make it. Both are pretty high in soluble fiber and will help lower your cholesterol levels. I'd like to thank you all for coming to my presentation on cholesterol, the good and the bad. And I have my assistants coming around with the Nutella banana sandwich. So try it out, see what you think, and it's pretty easy to make, so now you can do it yourself. Any questions? Yes.
I'm sorry if you said it, I missed it. What's in Nutella exactly?
Oh, it's hazelnuts and cocoa. So it's kind of like peanut butter. It's it doesn't have the hydrogenated oils, but it's got a little more sugar. but it's a little more natural. So, I mean, you can use peanut butter too. Both are pretty good. And like I said before, nuts like peanut butter, these are hazelnuts, have the sterols in it, so it also helps lower cholesterol as well.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you very much.